coach for River Glen over here?
Huh? So it could be significant. It could be.
You don't recognize any of those coaches over there?
Is this lightweights?
Yeah. Well, look at number 11 over there for River Glen. Yeah, I'd say West. They got a lot of bodies, don't they? They're the biggest. They're the biggest junior high in boys.
He's my only Bailey.
I believe.
Will be our lightweight city championship. The home team on the scoreboard will be the West Mustangs. Coming in with a record of 8-0. The visiting team on the scoreboard will be the River Glen Grizzlies. Coming in with a record of 7-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Donna Larson Field. I'm Blas Teleria, again with Jason Gordon, and we are bringing you a special broadcast tonight in a classic rivalry, Capital versus Bora, a rivalry that goes back to 1965 when Capital came on, except this is the junior high edition. We've got the West Mustangs versus the River Glen Grizzlies in a lightweight junior high. The classic Capital-Bora rivalry, taking it down to the junior high level. What do you think?
I was just talking with you about it earlier. You know, it's not that Friday night game between Capital Bora, and here we are sitting here on a Monday night. For the
football.
city championship game. Absolutely exciting. You know, just to get some of the first thoughts off there, congratulations to both of the teams for being here with great winning records, but also kind of this highlight for these kids to actually play here at Donna Larson. You know, being on the big field, being on the big stage, hopefully with a big crowd here supporting them. This is a really big thing, you know, when you're a player out here actually getting to be in such an environment. You just kind of hope that they kind of get over how awesome things are around them and actually focus up on what they got to do play by play.
Well, I'm sure many of these players have been here to watch the Bora High varsity team play. Brothers, uncles, cousins, something along those lines, and now here they are out on the field themselves. So we've got the West Mustangs. They're the #1 seed, rolling in at 8-0. And against the River Glen, I'm having a hard time saying.
Let's go, the Grizz, the Grizz.
The Grizz roll in as the #2 seed at 7-1. Their only loss. A little onside kick to start the game. Interesting. Oh, and a quick hit there. And we do have a roster, ladies and gentlemen. So it's the first time we've said many of these names, so we apologize right out of the gate if we kill a name, but we're going to do our best. So if you're just tuning in, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Blas Teleria with Jason Gordon, and we're bringing you the 7th and 8th grade city championship here at Donna Larson Field. So after the River Glen Grizzlies recover a onside kick, they come out throwing.
All right, I'll tell you what, you can tell that Coach Simmis there, son of obviously very famous Capital coach Todd Simmis. First play of the game, what does he do? You know, he throws the ball out, tosses it out to the end. First down for the Grizz.
And so the Grizz moving against the #1 Mustangs. Just cross midfield. Uh-oh, fumble early.
I think West has got it.
And they do have it.
First turnover of the game for the Grizz. That's a little bit unfortunate, especially the success that they had on that first play. I mean, that's that momentum changer that you want to start out saying, we're here, we're going to punch you in the face a little bit. Show them that we're going to play tough, and then unfortunately they go and fumble the ball right there on shotgun. Maybe he was looking to throw the ball before he knew what he was going to do with the ball.
Well, it could be a little bit of nerves here, playing on the big field,
playing
on the turf. So here come the West Mustangs. They're going to go right to the ground, right up the middle. And ladies and gentlemen, again, we'll try to get names and numbers. We've never called these teams before. We do have a roster in front of us, but it might take a second.
Yeah, I think West Mustangs are starting it off pretty simple here. They got 3 running backs. Call it 1 fullback. I'm going to go ahead and say number 38. I'm looking at my roster, though, and I didn't see him listed, so maybe they got a different jersey number for him. But he's your big fullback. He's looking to lead the way while they hand the ball off. Looks like they called the play dead there on a little offsides. He jumped a little early.
And that's going to be a first down for the West Mustangs. So it was 2nd and 4 after 1 play with a run of about 6 yards and then offsides. So the West Mustangs now taking over on the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, 6:56 to go.
Looks like they stuck with the same kind of game plan there. We got a lead fullback and handing off to big number 8, Tanner Robertson.
Tanner Robertson. No T in there. That's an 8th grader for the West Mustangs.
Yeah, it looks like he's the tallest one in the huddle in the back there. Maybe he's that tailback, got a little bit of length to him, so maybe he can get away. He's just got to get past that first line on the scrimmage.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in here and you're looking out there on the field and these guys look a little bit smaller than normal, that's because they are a little bit smaller than normal. This is the lightweight football team. The way the school district regulations go, at the beginning of the football season, they weigh in both teams, or all players that come out, and if you weigh 115.9, anything under 116,
0.9.
you end up as a lightweight. So the heavyweight team, game coming after this, they are 116 and above. So everybody out there, if they look small, it's because they are.
A lot of blockers out there in front for West. See if he can turn it up. Instead, he gets tackled down on a 5-yard line.
And that was
First
quarterback
down.
Cole Jones with the run, 8th grader for the West Mustangs. And he did. He had a caravan of blockers out there on that play.
That was just the slight, adjustment there. Instead of those lead backs running right up between the guard and tackle, they just took off for the sideline, looking to get around and hook the D end and give space for him to run down the sideline. Call it sweep left, sweep right. Maybe we're going to see sweep right here.
I had the whole student body going sweep right, sweep left, and they ran it again. Same play, going to the other side.
Yeah, same
play. And that's
play.
a touchdown. Cole Jones is in for the West Mustangs, and the West Mustangs take a 6-0 lead over the River Glen Grizzlies. And look at this formation, going for 2. Jason, we're not going to be kicking many here in the
QB sneak right up the middle. That was a good little decoy there. They brought 4 guys way out, seeing how many of the River Glen kids would run out there to maybe think they'd throw it. Instead, too many guys left the box, and they just run it right up the middle. Kind of had a little reminiscing of Austin Bolt a few weeks ago.
That's
Bitter words coming out of my mouth there, being a Capital graduate and proud alum.
Again, those of you tuning in, this is KCHS, Capital's broadcasting crew. So if there tends to be a little bit of a homer feel to our broadcast, don't hold it against us. We are Capital grads together, and going against the rivalry of Bora High, the West Mustangs. The onside again.
Get on it. Okay.
So I imagine, Jace, we are going to call a number of things that we have not seen or called yet. Like, for example, on that extra point. It was a fake, but quad's right. I don't think we've said that ever.
No.
When was the last time you called that running formation?
I think it was 1964 with Oklahoma. New head coach decided to actually bring in something known as the wing T, and nobody had ever heard of it before, but immediately caught on.
Maybe West coach Shannon Hickey, maybe he found old D. Pancratz in his playbook. And
I don't know. I'm looking down here, and I'm pretty sure here looks like we got an injured player here. I hope he's okay. Looks like trainer running out, and Hickey, if we were just dropping his name. That's as fast as I've seen him run. But he's out there to try and check on one of his players. Hopefully he just kind of got the wind knocked out of him.
And also coaching for the West Mustangs, that is Jeremy Dennis, the varsity boys basketball coach for the Bora Lions. He cut his teeth coaching the West Mustangs, moved up, coached football first.
He did.
And then moved on to coaching the basketball team for the Bora Lions. And now here he is marching the sidelines again for the West Mustangs.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure if it was him or not, but then when I saw him standing next to the lightweights there, he's about as tall as some of their guys, and I was pretty sure that was him. So
that is definitely him.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I coached against him at the varsity level. Obviously, a lot of excitement, and hopefully gets those guys pumped up a little bit, and part of their traditions of feeding Bora. And looks like another bad snap right here, a loss of a few yards.
River Glen recovers, though.
think that was a quick change. Who's that on Chain Gang's doing a heck of a job out there, Blazo?
Who knows? It might be. There was a lot of junior high athletic directors running around here earlier.
Is that what's going on? Man, they're on top of it.
Ooh,
throwing the ball up right away. It was quick to do it.
I think that was a tight end pop pass, looking to get the ball to number 10.
I love it.
That's Brody Call for the River Glen Grizz.
I absolutely love it. Do it again. Just get it up there. Let him go jump up and get it. Looks like number 11 is quite the athlete. He can get up there and make the play. Number 10, excuse me. What was his name again?
That was Brody Call for the River
Brody
Glen.
Call. He's a good-looking kid there. Throw it up for him again.
So here were the River Glen Grizzlies with 4:38, trailing 8-0 to the West Mustangs. We're going to have to punt this one away. It's a high punt.
Let's get a good roll there.
And
there it goes.
Yeah, gets a little bit of a River Glen bounce. And so the second series for the River Glen Grizzlies did not go as well as they intended, but the West Mustangs will be taking over on about the 27-yard line for their second series, leading the city championship against crosstown rivals, the River Glen Grizzlies. I don't know what the onomatopoeia of this or the alliteration.
We're going with the Grizz. It's like the Brave.
It is a tongue twister.
Grizz. Brave. Grizz.
Just Grizz.
Yeah, there you go. I'll tell you what, I'm making the adjustment too. You're talking about things that we don't see very often. You know, 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Things sure go quickly, especially you know, with running the ball like this. The change of the field right now, I think, is an important part for the Grizz. You know, that was a great punt, almost a 30-yard punt to kind of pin these guys back. They're going to be running the ball consistently. I haven't seen them throw the ball yet, so if they can kind of win that, you know, at least field position battle, then they're going to have a chance to kind of look for that turnover and have that change of events to get back in this game. Again, another handoff to number 8, Robertson.
And Tanner Robertson.
Good job swarming him. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. Looks like 3rd and long here. Let's see if the Mustangs actually will muster up the opportunity to throw the ball, or if they're going to just go ahead and widen those splits out, run a sweep left here. Those guys were kind of definitely moving to the left to see if that's where it's going. Yes, indeed they do. I don't mean to call out plays like that. I think I saw a yellow flag. They're going to hold up the chains there because I think we got a holding coming.
Man, Cole Jones is having a great game so far, running around that freight train of blockers for him.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to make an adjustment there, just at least to get someone else out there as that force player in the flats. I know that not the most conventional defenses, maybe that we see at the next level. I think step one of every play is to try and stop the run. But they've got to try and stop it up the middle and on these sweep tosses. So those corners, they got to really do a good job seeing that, flying up, avoiding that wide receiver trying to block them, and turn that back in so that most of those backers and everyone else could come inside out and get them.
So that's going to march the West Mustangs back to a 3rd and 16, throwing long. He's got a man, and it's connected to a number 11 of West, and that's Ryan Lopez, 7th grader, with the catch, and a huge first down for the West Mustangs.
That was a great throw, great catch, one-on-one coverage out there. Corner didn't really get his eyes on the ball. He had his back turned, and so 11 made a better adjustment to catch it.
And that's a first down, and the chains are moving.
Little dive straight up the middle. It was a little bit hard to see, but I think it was number 2, Colton Dennis. Uh-oh, I just said a name there that might make some sense.
Colton Dennis.
Yeah, I just now saw that.
He goes by the nickname of Sizzle. I don't know if you know that, but
I don't know that.
He does.
So this is all coming together a little bit about Jeremy, huh?
Yeah, he goes by the name of Sizzle, I think.
Sizzle.
So here we go. West Mustangs with 2:29 left to go, leading the River Glen Grizz 8-0. And right back up the middle, the West Mustangs go.
Yeah, he's got some wheels on him.
He
See if he can turn the corner. Looks like he is going to go in for the touchdown, the second score for the West Mustangs.
And that's Tanner Robinson again for West. So the West Mustangs, they don't get too far away from running into their guys. Their backs that I imagine have been their bread and butter all year long.
All right, someone cue on the quarterback. He's just making a signal right now. He's like, this is me, I'm taking it. A little tap on the helmet.
Oh, a little pop pass.
Oh, nice job, number 2 for the River Glen Grizz, Jared King.
That was intended for number 23 for the Mustangs, and I don't see a number to associate with that. So, jersey numbers, probably new jerseys, new players.
Yeah, a couple have been off, so we apologize if we're not getting that name out. I know that it'd be pretty special to hear your name for making a great play out on the video tonight, but hopefully we can get a better roster in the future and make that happen.
So, here we are at the city championship, the lightweight championship of 116 pounds and below. And it's in the first quarter, and the number 1 West Mustangs are leading the number 2 River Glen Grizz 14-0. As far as special teams go, West seems very satisfied with going with the onside kick on every play. So if you're Coach Simmis, Little Simmis, son of legendary Capital coach Todd Simmis, if you're Coach Simmis right now, what do you tell your guys?
I don't know.
Down
We just had
14, down 14
that
to
sounded
0.
like I wouldn't know what to do right there. I got thrown off by the stoppage of play. I apologize.
No.
I tell you what. First of all, it looks like Corbin King. He's the quarterback right now. I mean, just tell him to focus on catching the ball on the snap. Once that's the play, I say we start throwing the ball up here. I think they had great success on a little swing route there. We got a number 2 receiver in the slot. Let's have him do a little swing, a little quick toss to him, get to the. Looks like they're doing a little quick pop there, a little swing.
That was a great defensive play by number 11, Ryan
was a
Lopez
good play.
again.
See, I like the play. I just I don't know if we got the speed to hit the sideline from that, so I'd like to see him doing a little swing route instead of number 1 doing a pop. Maybe they're setting something up, though, for a little pop and go. That was one of Mountain View's bread and butters, so I hope that they're setting up something. But the secondary of the Mustangs is playing real soft right now. And throwing it up again, trying to do the old pop pass to number 10. Maybe a little roughing the passer in this situation, just based on where that is, or it's holding.
Yeah, I didn't see that flag in the backfield, but there's definitely a personal foul. Personal foul, blow to the head. So it's not the way you want to get a first down, but you'll take it.
Throw it up again, Simmis. That's where I'm getting out of this. They're buying just enough time to throw that ball up. I think, though, where he's throwing that ball, you can just tell that he's trying to throw to a spot. He's trying to get to one of his best receivers, number 10. Let's just try and change it up a little bit, throw Bora off.
So number 10, I guess that'd be Brody Call for River Glen. Little toss out into the flats.
There we go.
He's got room, a little green, a good block.
I love the block.
Another block.
Oh, that time they're going to call the block in the back.
Yeah. And that's number 10. That was number 10 that I just called his name, Brody Call. I thought it was close, but maybe.
The first one was good. I think the second one was not as good.
Okay.
I tell you what, though, but, man, when he first caught the ball, I think he had the opportunity to go anyway. He was so open, and he had a lot of space. He could have got it cut up right up the middle of the field. It looked like he wanted to run to the sideline, maybe follow some of his blockers.
Well, I imagine the game plan of most junior high teams is to get it to the outside, and see what you can make up there. Because if you look at the defensive formation of the West Mustangs, they're leaving the whole middle open. There is not one guy.
There's not a linebacker. There is not an inside linebacker. There's like, we're going to put a guy in every gap, and you're not going to get past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So maybe number 23 right there, he's just kind of being a little rover in the middle. He's just kind of floating. Looks like he was falling back. He almost made a nice play right there.
And the River Glen throws it out to the flats, and it's going to end up a gain of 1, but the West Mustangs closed in fast.
I tell you, they are. They're playing hard. They close. They do a good job of running to the ball. I'm really impressed, actually, by that defense doing what they do. They're playing hard. They're running hard. They want to make sure everybody gets to that ball. That's something you practice, I bet, a lot.
So second down, rolling out under pressure, good block.
Sitting in the curl, throw him. Number 11. Oh!
I liked the composure of Jared King. I like the composure for the quarterback for the Grizz there. He had a guy, what was it, number 11?
Yeah, number 11, little guy. He just did his route perfectly.
Henry Beatty.
He was sitting in the zone with his arms up in the air like, I'm open, I'm open. And I think he went through his progression. He wanted to go deep. He was looking at the out. He eventually saw it. He just threw it too far.
Well, I think Coach Simmons has the right idea of trying to get outside. Maybe not as a run game, but trying to go through the air.
I think I definitely like the rollout situation to buy some time, too, to be throwing the ball. Instead of snapping it, taking 2 steps and hucking it, maybe we got to work on more of that rollout. I think that's a very contrast offensive scheme between these two teams right now with trips open versus no receiver. We got 3 running backs right now. Which one's going to get it? So definitely kind of seeing the differences in what made them successful this season in order to get here to the city championship.
Well, the West Mustangs are hands down the number 1 team. I'm looking up the records at the moment.
Yeah.
And I can't tell, did they call the timeout before the end of the first quarter right there? I think they got the timeout in. So with 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter, River Glen Grizzlies against the West Mustangs in this lightweight city championship. Again, that's 116 pounds and below. It is currently West 14 and River Glen 0. But Coach Simmons calls a timeout, try to get one more play off here before the quarter.
You know, I was sitting there wondering if that was a strategy to manage the clock, but at this point I think it's just 4th and long, and he wanted to make maybe a nice play. So let's see what they do here. They got trips open. I hope that they do a little opportunity here. They got the back sitting to the right of the quarterback, so hopefully we're going to see a little bit of a rollout to the right as he, quick throw instead. Maybe they thought they saw something right there. Quarterback takes another shot.
He did get popped, and he was on his back for that one. And that's the end of the quarter. So at the end of the quarter, it is West 14 and River Glen 0. And at that will be a turn of events also with the ball. So West will get the ball back to start the second quarter.
Yeah, we're going to have to start watching these blitzes here from the West Mustangs. They're getting to the quarterback pretty quick. We've got to make some adjustments on that. We're going to start calling King Bachmeyer for the Broncos as much as he's getting hit.
You know what? I love the quarterback for the I'm a University of Idaho guy, so it's
oh, I know.
It's
I
one
know.
of those
So
moments
what?
where
So what? The one time we played the Broncos?
I cringe to say that I love a Boise State player that didn't go to Capital.
And
I've rooted for a ton of Capital guys that went to Boise State, including Coach Arson, Chad McKibben,
Corey Bell,
Bell,
Kyle Lefa, right?
Jarrell Root.
Jarrell. There's definitely been a handful of guys.
But I love the young quarterback from Boise State. And when I watched him just get pummeled against Florida State.
And get up.
And get up and still throw a laser, I loved that.
Well, that's what I would tell King right now. I said, get up, buddy.
Get up, bud.
Come on, Bach.
And the West, they come right back up the middle. And there's a flag in the middle. I think I saw one late come in.
I didn't.
Maybe that was just I think that's maybe where they held it, blew the whistle, where the ball was at when they blew the whistle.
Okay,
picked the beanbag up. So, after that first play of the second quarter, 7:38 to go, West Mustangs with the 7-yard gain, facing a 2nd and 3 from the 47-yard line. So real quick, I am looking to find it here on the internet.
Maybe I saw something online. Maybe it was the heavyweights though, but I believe that both teams were undefeated.
Yes, for West. The heavyweight game, which is right after this one, it is the West Mustangs again versus the Fairmont Falcons. But it is another number 1, number 2. So both lightweights and heavyweights, the number 1 and the number 2 team made it in.
Quick handoff here to number 3, Leroy Patterson, making a nice move on the outside, getting swung around and eventually out of bounds. All the way down, though, to, it looks like the 46-yard line, but a West Mustang first down.
So we do have for this lightweight city championship, number 1 versus number 2. The only loss for River Glen did come at the hands of the West Mustangs, and I just looked it up to see what the score was the last time they played, and it is not boding well for the Grizz if you're going back on past events. The last time these two played, it was 46-0 Mustangs. So the Mustangs can put some points up.
I'm going to maybe go ahead and say that might be an ineligible lineman downfield. I'm just going off jersey numbers, but I believe number 60, someone is a little bit down there. Yep. That'll back them up a few yards, and that's also a loss of down in that situation.
So that'll still mean first down for West.
No, it's still a first down. Okay, I apologize. I thought that would have been a loss of down.
Well, I'm just going off of what the chain gain,
I'm looking
what the
too.
box is showing at
5
the moment.
yards.
So the West Mustangs facing a first down and 15 yards, leading the River Glen Grizz 14-0. And they're going to their bread and butter sweep. Oh, almost a fumble, but
Yeah.
Cole Jones holds on to it for West.
Yeah, that was number 3, Oliver Edmonds. He did a great job right there trying to get off his block from the wide receiver out there. He came off that and tried to rip the ball right out of the quarterback's hand. Gain of about 7 on the play.
So second down and 9. Coach Shannon Hickey calling in the plays.
Yeah, I was trying to get a feel for that. He's not doing a lot of hand motions out there.
And they're going to go right up the middle, back to number 8 for West. And then again, that's Tanner Robertson.
We're not working. Are we working off a wristband here? I don't think so. Looking at Hickey. Wonder if he just yells at him. I'm not seeing hand signals. Oh, I got a.
There was.
Oh, there was.
It was subtle.
Okay, we're gonna do a run right.
Hey, you.
Sorry.
Keep the ball, run left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if that's what it was. Into the boundary. I'd be surprised.
KCHS. So go to capitalize video.
Gosh, good block by 22 out there on the edge. Just giving enough for him to get on the outside and get to the first down. Again, number 22. Hopefully jersey numbers are correct. Casey Neff, just giving you a little props there on that nice block on the outside.
And that's going to be a first down for West. Well, the good news right now for the Grizzlies is that the clock is running. This is not going well for what Coach Simmons had to start off the city championship. We need sort of a turnover for the Grizz to maybe change the momentum and get back into this game in the first half.
A little quick shift of linemen there. Gosh. Oh, so calling an offsides on the offense, which is interesting. So maybe they just kind of lined up incorrectly. But that was an interesting shift there. I haven't seen a guard ever jump up and shift out to the tight end position before. So maybe that is some type of scheme that they have. Get some of their faster, quicker blockers.
Well, I was watching the sideline for the West Mustangs. I was watching Jeremy Dennis in particular. His varsity boys basketball season is starting off here in a couple weeks. And he was pretty relaxed for a random call like an offsides on the offensive line. I can promise you during the basketball season that if something as simple as an offside,
I see where you're going with this.
I imagine he's going to pull a legendary Kerry Kada mode where if I only knew what the lapel of Kerry Kada's jacket heard when Kerry Kada was upset. I'm actually really impressed with Jeremy Dennis right there, hands in the pocket.
I would agree. I think he's matured a little bit in his elderly age, because the last time I saw him upset on the football field, he ran faster than any of the other players, screaming and yelling over
that was a doozy of a rivalry game, Capital versus Bohr.
Remember that 2-point conversion?
I do.
Sorry, Jeremy didn't come down and complete the catch. So.
It's an argument that Bohr and Capital still argue. Was it complete? Was it not complete?
Yeah, we watched the film. Didn't complete the catch to the ground, sorry.
One of the reasons we're broadcasting this game is the simple fact that it is West versus River Glen. Again, it's a classic rivalry of Capital versus Bora. This is the two feeder schools, one going to Capital, one going to Bora, obviously. And so KCHS, proud video department of Capital High School, decided to come down and video the River Glen Grizz against this West Mustang team. So those of you tuning in, that's who we are. I'm Blas Telaria with Jason Gordon, and this is the city championship of the lightweight football teams, which is 116 and below, 115.9 and below.
Yeah, while we were getting that opportunity there, a quick run by number 8 by West Mustangs, but number 24, Wyatt Call with a big tackle right there in the middle. See if we can slow down these Mustangs here on 3rd down. Looks like another yellow flag down. Might be a situation where we have another holding. I think he would have been short on that and been 4th down, but chances are I probably would have gone for it anyway. But I think you take this penalty just to move him back and make it a little bit tougher for him to move all the way up to what looks like about the 25, 26-yard line for the 1st down.
Well, I think when you're the number 1 team, rolling in with the team that you do have with a 14-0 lead, and you've got the other team backed up into their own territory, yeah, I would definitely say this is 4th down territory where they're not going to punt it.
I did see him practice it, though.
Well, I imagine you practice for all scenarios. And in this particular scenario, the River Glen Grizzlies finally make the adjustment on that student body left.
Number 24 again, Wyatt Call. I'm loving how he's flying around out there.
A nice tackle by Wyatt Call for River Glen. And it's now 4th down and 14 with 3:22 left to go in the first half of the Lightweight City Championship. Play calls in, breaking the huddle. I'm guessing it's going to go to number 1 or number 8. That seems to be where all the big plays have gone tonight for West.
Well, they started to come out in trips, which just baffled me at this moment. But then they go split backs, maybe throwing it up. Jump ball opportunity. Oh, I don't know if we call that PI in that situation. I have a feeling that's what's going to get called here, and unfortunately that's going to probably end up being the automatic 1st down.
It was 1-on-1 one West receiver.
Surrounded by 3 guys.
The Grizz D, they read it well. They just hit him early.
Yeah, these are one of those situations, sorry, White Hat, where you just let him play a little bit here. That ball was thrown as high as the lights in this situation. Jump ball, everybody's looking at the ball. Everybody jumps up for the ball. I think you let that one fly. No one's going to lose their mind over it. But unfortunately now West has got a 1st down. If I don't come off as a homer in this situation, then obviously you can tell that I'm rooting for the Grizz a little bit here to make this a good game.
But it is a 1st down for the West Mustangs from their own 24-yard line. That goes back up the middle. That's number 3. This is a new number for us. Oh,
that's the turnover we're looking for. Come on, get on the ball.
It's a dog pile.
I think West got it back. Yes, they did.
Oh, they certainly did.
Gosh dang. I'll tell you what, there was quite the collision right there. Number 3.
Leroy Patterson for West.
So, yeah, he came off hard, and it was, again, Wyatt Call. Number 24 comes in and pops him, and didn't even phase him, though. He kept his feet. He kept going, ran, and unfortunately, somehow, some way, someone popped that ball out. I wish the Grizz could have been able to jump on that. I saw arms reaching out. But here we are with the clock running again. 2 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Mustangs 14-0. Another jump ball situation. Hey, nice play by number 11. Finding the name right there, Henry Beatty. Is that how you would say that, Mr. English?
Like Warren Beatty.
I was going to say Beatty. I was going to say Beatty there. Little guy. Got some hops, though. He got up there and challenged the ball. I just saw him do the incomplete motion right there. He was looking at West Junior High's bench when he did it, too.
Yeah, throw it at me again.
Yeah, all right, throw it at me. I'm a little guy, but I'm going to compete with you.
All these guys are little guys in this game. Again, this is the lightweight game. Heaviest kid weighs in at 115
I like confidence.
Pounds.
I like a little chip on the shoulder. All right, we got a little timeout by the referee. I don't
We
know
have
if
an
they
injured player across the
looks-
way. I see the trainer running across the field.
There's the potential of the trainer running over. It looks like maybe someone hurt their arm on the bench.
Over there it is, over on the wrist. Coach Simmons there talking to.
You know, I almost wonder if that's 24.
Oh, great
King.
read by the defense, but the quarterback's just a little too quick. And he's got a clear lane up the sideline. He did not step out of bounds.
He
and
stayed
that's gonna be a
in.
touchdown.
What a great run.
Boy, he hugged that sideline just about as close as he could get.
You know what we need, Blast? We need one of those pylon cams, you know?
Oh, he do. They're all the way up.
Shooting down the goal line, one shooting down the sideline. I'd love to see the replay on that to see him, how close he got to that white line. But I tell you, shoestring, balance act, did a great job turning the corner.
Boise State facilities, we're talking to you.
Yeah.
We want pylon cams. We want the eye in the sky.
Hey, whatever for the ref to get the call right these days, man. I tell you, we'll take all the technology they can to actually go to the iPad. I can see that. Okay, review, go to the iPad.
Well, with
No, he was in.
2:03 left. Oh, with 2:03 left.
Oh, he still got
It
it.
is Cole Jones with his second touchdown of the game and his second two-point conversion. And with 2:03 left in the second quarter and the first half of the lightweight city championships, that's a mouthful. It is West 22 and River Glen 0.
You know, just as we're kind of getting a break here, switching the fields, kicking the ball off, I was just getting eyes on maybe that injured player. I really do feel like I called it during the actual run play. It was number 3 for the West Mustangs, Leroy Patterson, and I saw that collision, and I'm thinking right now that it might have been with 24, King. He was the one that sitting over there having a hard time.
You know what I
looked
like about
his
Leroy
wrist.
Patterson? He was the first West running back that showed some nimbles. It wasn't just brute force, brute speed. He was slicing and dicing to get to that outside. So it showed some real potential for some craftiness there.
I think so too. But for the Grizz, if that is King, not King, Wyatt Call, number 24. That's a loss for them. He's been kind of that inside backer, maybe playing a little bit of depth, and then flying sideline to sideline. He's been probably their best tackler in my opinion. So that's a big loss for them. But here we are with the Grizz on offense. Let's see what they can muster up here with just under 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
The Grizz looking to put some points on the board, and that was a great read.
Oh,
That was number 34 for West that broke that up. That's Forrest Rodriguez, 7th grader.
so I'm going to call out King on this one for throwing the ball so high, leaving every rib exposed to be hit by the West Mustang player. For all you young guys out there, that's why we work on throwing a strike, because in that situation, you leave your receiver hanging to dry.
And he goes back to the play, Coach Simmons does, and that's going to end up being a 7-yard gain. So it's 3rd and 3, and here come the Grizz with a little momentum, and they just cross midfield.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. I'm looking at Coach Simmons there. He's like, let's go, line up. Let's get these guys on their heels.
Clock running, 1:30 in the shotgun, back out to the flats, and a great hit. A great hit for West, number 23. That is, that was one of those numbers we don't have today.
Too bad. He's a good little player there. He's playing running back, and it looks like he's playing kind of a linebacker position out there.
I'm sure Grandma and Grandpa somewhere are hoping to hear his name, but not today. So here we go, under pressure.
I could tell just watching him again on that next play, his eyes are on the running back. That is his job. And so the previous play on that swing pass out into the flats, he's just chasing wherever that running back goes. And so when you leave that ball hanging like that, he's going to get there probably at about the same time. So he's got an opportunity for some big sticks. Unfortunately, though, Blaz, I think that was 4th down, and it looks like a turnover on downs. So here we are with the Mustangs in the ball, 1 minute left in the half.
Well, if you are the River Glen Grizz, you don't want to give up points right here. And if you're West, you're just going to hand it to Cole Jones and let him run and see what he does with it. And it's popped, it's loose. And that's the second fumble by West today that did not bounce the Grizz way.
Yeah, that ball popped up real high. I think everybody in the stadium saw that fumble, but 1-2, and the next thing you know, it was out of bounds.
But it is a first down off that with 48 seconds to go. And it looks like Jeremy Dennis is going to go ahead and call timeout, offensive coordinator for the West Mustangs. So Coach Hickey talking to the defense, Coach Dennis talking to the offense. I imagine ideally put more points up on the board with 48 seconds to go. And that would give them pretty much, I don't want to say insurmountable, but it's going to be close to an insurmountable lead at this point, judging by what I've seen so far. So River Glen really does need to bend but not break right here.
Well, they need a break also.
They do need a break.
Yeah, they've had a couple balls on the ground that they could have had the opportunity to snatch up and keep working with the offense, to get to the other end of the field. But with West having this time of possession right now and the success that they're having running the ball, they're chewing up the clock, keeping River Glen's offense off the field. So you're going to probably see probably a little bit of clock management here. I think they've got, one more timeout left. So, to run the ball every play here is going to be tough for them to actually make it to the end zone without one big play. So maybe run this first, hustle up to the line of scrimmage, and maybe be ready for a pass play situation.
Pass.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've seen, trying to isolate that.
So in the shotgun, here it goes.
Ooh,
a little reverse
trickery.
action.
Nice job, actually. Looks like maybe a flag on the play there. I'm going to give some credit to number 3 there for turning that back inside.
Number 3, that's Oliver Edmonds for River Glen.
Yeah, he turned that ball in. I mean, that's the thing. When you run a reverse like that and you're trying to get outside into the sideline, he did a good job turning it back in for the rest of his buddies there. But in this situation, they end up calling a holding anyway, so it's going to push him back. A few seconds went off the clock. I figure they're going to run this probably once they get everything set, huh?
So it'll be interesting. I mean, if you're West, if you're West, they're not gonna try to run the clock out. I don't think. I think they're gonna try to put more points up on the board.
Doesn't hurt to maybe run a toss again right here. Looks like they're in shotgun though, so maybe they feel like that need is going to be to throw the ball to stop the clock since it was definitely still running. In this case,
go, drop back.
Throw it
He's
up.
got a man. And it's an incomplete. The alley-oop.
Yeah, the alley-oop there. Unfortunately there, I think it's the only time that the sun has been out today, and it happened to just pop up right now, and you could see how bright it was when they threw that up. Both the players, I don't know if any of them saw where that ball was. They were looking directly into the sun.
So here we go, second down. There's 20 seconds left in the first half. Student body left. Here they go again. And River Glen plays that well, and that's going to keep the clock running. So to West, they burn another timeout.
They did. I saw Hickey call the timeout. 8 seconds left in the game. He wants to run.
In the half.
Excuse me, in the half, in this quarter. He's actually going to call a timeout to run one more play. No mercy is what his motto is.
It's the city championship,
It's
Jason.
everything on the line.
It's the city championship. You put points
It's
up on
the Super
board.
Bowl. Here we go. We don't give up. All right, Hickey.
Well, speaking of things that I haven't seen in a while.
If he runs the ball right here, I'm gonna shoot him an email tomorrow.
Hey, Shannon, 8 seconds to go.
Hey,
you
Shannon,
call
8 seconds.
timeout.
8 seconds to call timeout.
You run a running play.
You gonna run dive right here?
Nah, I wouldn't run. I would. That student body where they have 4 or 5 blockers. I could live with that one because they have over 100 yards running that play today.
It better be a triple reverse right now.
Triple reverse.
Just with the pass at the end. Why not? Right?
Not with the sun. You got to run it this way so it's in that little bit of shade.
Yeah, down here on the south end. Yeah, I got you. Something. I don't know if we thought that far ahead.
So in the shotgun, and he's coming back to this side. Pop pass.
Oh, number 3 comes underneath.
Potential.
All right.
Nope, and that'll expire too. So great news for River Glen. They get the stop. But bad news for River Glen is they trail the West Mustangs 22-0 at the half in this Boise City Lightweight Championship.
That's right, though. That just changes the locker room environment right there going into halftime with the Grizz. Getting a nice little pick right there saying, all right, nice job, guys. Let's come out here in the second half, put up a fight here and make this game tight.
It does change the whole tone to the halftime speech of 10 minutes that we have here for Coach Simmons to say, okay, we're down. We haven't put any points up on the board yet.
That's right.
We're going to just turn this thing around.
Take your positives and you can build off of that.
So,
all right.
well, you know, we haven't been able to get the names and numbers, but what I do see is legendary athletic director Tom Unger in the stands, and he's got binoculars. So we could probably get him to come up and spot for us if we needed to. Former River Glen athletic director, replaced by Lannon. Grant Lannon is now the new athletic director.
How long has he been out? It's only been a couple of years.
No, this is first year.
First year, yeah.
This is the first year.
Okay.
So, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KCHS. We are Capital High School's play-by-play. I'm Blaz Talaria with Jason Gordon. We normally call the high school games, but when you have a rivalry of Capital versus Bora, be it at the varsity level or be it the junior high level, we're here to show up to broadcast this game for you. So the way this will work is we've got about 10 minutes left here in halftime. As soon as the clock gets rolling, tune out, take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second half action of the City Championship Lightweight football.
Yeah. We got 2 to do, so the lightweights are first here. Been a great half. Loving the crowd situation, you know, again, just kind of seeing a lot of the parents and a lot of familiar faces out here to support these young kids, and kind of be on this stage is an awesome opportunity, and definitely the student body to be out here in this kind of environment as well. So we're going to sign off real quick here and get a little break. Maybe you guys can enjoy the live feed here. It looks like we got the West Mustang cheerleading squad giving a little bit of entertainment to their side of the crowd. See you in a few minutes.
Yeah, tuning out. Right now it's halftime of the Lightweight Championship.
Let's have a big round of applause for the West Mustang cheerleaders. Nice job, ladies. receiving the kickoff, defending the east end zone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Donna Larson Field. I'm Blas Teleria with Jason Gordon. We are proud announcers for KCHS, the Capital High School varsity football team. And tonight we're bringing you a classic rivalry, Capital versus Bora, but at the junior high edition of the Lightweight City Championship. And so you are just tuning.
But yeah, I think he came over my senior year. He probably wouldn't admit it to you, but came over just to have that chance to actually watch you play, you know, some games while you're finishing up your high school career.
Well, you know, and that is one of the scenarios. I wish I would have talked to Jeremy a little bit earlier to find out. I don't know how long. I know that he used to be with West, more of the heavyweights, but in this scenario, I don't know.
He was part of that Corpus
Shannon
crew.
Hickey. Yeah,
he was part of the Corpus and the Glenn Jones crew, man. Sabus was in there right when I can't even, I'm not even going to say it, but I know that back in like 05, I think Sabus was maybe in his last year.